better not speak. Did you guys hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, was that...
Okay. It's like both my dogs got up at the same time and they're like running to the front door, and I was like, my youngest dog, she's just over a year now, but her bark is just nonstop.
I was gonna say, do you have a bear in your house?
My boxer is kind of like a bear, yeah. He's also, I need to trim their nails again, but
my dog's a proper bear. I've got a Labradoodle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he looks like a bear, to be fair.
Hey, yo, hey, X-Unders. Gonna give everybody a couple minutes to filter in, and then we'll get kicked off. Zook.
Oh, Zook is here.
Deco Diva, how's it going?
Yo.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Oh my goodness. Want to start this already?
Good to see you too.
All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. I just got back from rock climbing, actually, and my hands are killing me.
That'll happen.
Hello,
really gotten into that.
The rock climbing? Yeah, I love it, man. It's nice to get out of the house, and it's good exercise. So it's like Ice says, there's no half measures. It's like I went rock climbing once, and then I went and bought all of the gear and a bunch of other stuff. And what am I even trying to do right now? You know what I was gonna do? I had like this whole plan in my head to be like doing that old. I don't know. Maybe I'm aging myself here, but it's like, do you guys remember when it was like you guys would jump on a call, or maybe you wouldn't, but you would jump on a call and be like, "What up?" No. That's how I wanted to start this, but I completely forgot. So,
hey, Golden Glow, what's going on, man?
Golden Glow, what's good? Yeah. I'm just, the reason actually that I started rock climbing is because David and I are working our way towards a hot tub stream. So
That's supposed to be the big reveal at the end of this thing, man.
Yeah. Sorry, that was going to be our big announcement. But I was going to go to Zed. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys want to just kind of like dive into it.
Yeah, I think we've got a few people gathering. I think we can go ahead and get started. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight. We've got a little bit of a different flavor stream than usual for you guys. You know, obviously, usually we're getting into the data and kind of digging in real deep on things. And today we wanted to take a step back and talk a little about the community and some of the positive things going on with racing, that we're wrestling with. Obviously, we're all wrestling with racing and fatigue, and we've talked about that a bunch. Hopefully, we'll get a good update there tomorrow or in the next day or two. But in the meantime, we wanted to have a little bit of a different stream and talk about a great little tournament series that's going on. And we have Joe from Zombie Racing, and then also Lacy from Glue Racing, who you guys, who a lot of you guys know, who's super active with the community. We wanted to have her on as well. Been active with these tournaments as well. So with that, Joe, Lacy, I don't know if you want to do a short little intro for those people joining tonight that may not know you as well.
Yeah, Lacy, do you want to go first?
Oh, sure. I started a blog, Glue Racing. I've been around for about 6 months now, and I'm like Zed's cheerleader when everybody says Zed's on fire. So that's me.
Yeah, I'm Joe from Zombie Racing, and yeah, we're currently organising community tournaments within the Zed space, and yeah, we've got the Zombie Racing Club, which we'll dive into a bit more tonight. And yeah, hope.
Yeah, and Joe, you've been around for a long time though, right? Because you own the horse Zombie Boy, is that right?
Yeah, Zombie Boy he was the first horse that I purchased.
Oh,
So,
really? That's
yeah.
incredible because that's a pretty monster horse, man.
Yeah, he's on my first drop back in March. I tried for about 6 or 7 horses because it was back when we had Gas Wars. It was all on Ethereum.
Okay.
Yeah, Zombie Boy was the only one who went through. And yeah, looked out really with him being extremely good on the track as well.
So you didn't go through the rite of passage that most of us go through, where like our first 10 horses are glue, and then
I was straight to the big leagues. I was
rolling in the money.
Yeah, my tactic was basically take on Breathless Edge whenever that horse was in a race, and tweet. And basically, my tactic basically was try and turn Zombie Boy into a celebrity because he was a beauty, and at the time there was no beauty horses competing in Class 1. So
that's cool.
He was like the first one to properly, give grandeur a run for the money. So,
well, as someone that is like heavily into racing, and like racing is obviously like the main focus for me, I think that's super cool that like you have one of the top Buterins that actually was competing in Class 1 and winning races in Class 1, because I think like Class 1 is Class 1 isn't the pinnacle right now, because
no, it's very different.
It's a dead zone for racing.
It's a graveyard is what I call it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it takes forever to get a race in Class 1, but that should be the pinnacle, right? That should be, in my opinion, it should be what people aim for. So I think that's pretty cool. And like Lacy, I think you're selling yourself a little bit short with that introduction, because I think you've been a really big positive influence in the community since you started. I mean, I remember when I first started. Actually, did we start around the same time? Because I remember we used to have like little wars with our glue racers, and we'd chat about it afterwards. And but no, you bring a lot of positivity to the community, and I think that whenever you're around, people are pretty happy. So it's really nice to have you on the stream.
I try. Everybody can't be full of FUD, Somebody's got to be out there pumping the positive.
That's right.
Where do you want to kind of start with this?
Yeah, so I think the focus tonight was really to talk about the Zombie Racing Club and the tournaments, and really just in general talk about some of the tournaments that are ongoing or coming up that are kind of taking the spotlight while we're all wrestling with fatigue. So I think, Joe, I don't know if you had a place where you wanted to start, but I was going to kind of start with the schedule and start talking through. And then obviously you know infinitely more about this than CJ or I do. So, feel free to jump in. But it really, as you guys can see by the schedule, we've got, to give Pony Plug some credit, they got some community tournaments started pretty early on, had a good little system working where, we bought some tokens, we raced. I haven't participated nearly as much as I probably should have, throwing myself under the bus, but I would credit them with getting the tournament started, and a lot of people have kind of filled in since then. But really in early last month, when we were wrestling with fatigue, you guys kind of launched this tournament circuit, which is really meant to be 12 tournaments in 12 weeks, and certain of the tournaments are being unlocked as people mint tokens, and those tokens are what are used to enter specific racehorses in specific races. So we just finished with, I guess, 3A and 3B tournaments, right? So the Don and the Donkeys, the Dons and the Donkeys wrapped up this week, or I guess what was it, Friday night?
Yeah,
and
Friday.
Then next week we're getting into the fourth tournament, or the glitch tournament is what you guys are calling it, which is looking like it's going to be pretty interesting. So, but go ahead and jump in, and
man.
Feel free to kind of talk through whatever you want to talk through.
Yeah, so basically that whole from where we started from, it originally started as a way of tracking tournaments. We already had the zombie racing site, which has like a stable section and a news section on there as well. But then we thought, what is kind of missing in terms of ZED right now is tournaments, basically. We had obviously Pony Club were running some. We had a donkey tournament that was quite successful as well, and from there it's kind of snowballed into creating a site that tracks it all automatically. We've got leaderboards that track everyone's races and stack each other against each other, and that's kind of developed into like an idea of essentially seasons, like you would get on a game pass for a game. So this is season 1, and we've got 12 tournaments. The first 3 are fully completed. The first 2, like CJ will know, have already been paid out. CJ received his exchange horse last week, and yeah, the idea behind it is that we've got 12 tournaments. We've got prize pools at a minimum of $2,000 per tournament. So every tournament is going to go ahead, and the like community target mint goals, they will unlock the higher prize pools. So yesterday we had very excitingly reached 1,800 mints, and the $10,000 prize pool was unlocked for the Endurance Cup. So, you know, it's
which is the eighth tournament. Is that right?
It is, yeah. So yeah, we're currently working through the tournaments, and so far so good, really. We've got a lot of content outside of the leaderboards. We've got a video team producing videos for pre and post production of the tournaments. We should have the Dons and Donkeys videos out tomorrow, so everyone can check out the winning horses. And yeah, the whole idea of doing it with seasons, that we can grow each season and adjust, and you know, figure out what tournaments are really hitting the spot with the community, and you know, build from there, basically.
Yeah, no, and that's really cool. Like, and I think we kind of touched on this a little bit before we kind of came on stream, and you know, I think maybe I should have saved it for on stream anyway. But something that's really cool, I think, about the idea of like community run tournaments, and I think what's so important about them is that, especially in times like right now, where people are feeling racing is very tedious with stamina or fatigue, and things are kind of like not going the way that maybe they might expect it to, you still have something that's actually really fun to participate in and to look forward to. And I think you guys have done a really good job. Like, and you know, like David shouted out Pony Plug and all the other, you know, people that are setting up these tournaments to keep community engagement at a decent level when things are a little bit lagging behind on the ZED side is I think that's a testament to, you know, the work that you guys are putting in, and I think that's really cool. Why don't we like go over the tokens? Like, so the tokens are actually pretty cool. We could actually bring up Lacy's token, because I think that one's pretty sweet.
That was awesome.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, and Lacy must be so pumped because, oh, you know what? We should also. I have the rewards page actually saved, and we can go over that after I can share my screen. But maybe you could just go over like how you feel, like why you decided to go with the token system, and what it took to get to that point. Because I know you guys have like a full team of devs working on the website and the tokens and developing out your brand. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so in terms of like how zombie racing is set up, we've got 2 teams of developers. We've got the site developers and then the blockchain developers. And then we've also got like the design team who've done all the tokens, and also the zombie racing cards that are going to be coming down the line, that we'll probably jump into in a bit. And then we've got the video side as well. So there's a lot of different teams working like all the time, basically on the whole tournament setup. In terms of the tokens themselves, why we went with the token system, was to essentially provide value on not only basically to provide value on the mint. So if we take Lacy, for example, she's obviously minted a really rare token, and there's I think if we get up like the secondary market sales, we're over 20 Ethereum in secondary market sales, so it's clear that people are.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's just
Crazy.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
but in terms of like why we've done it is for that trading aspect, so everyone's got the opportunity to mint a rare token. So it's like, do I mint? Do I buy on the secondary? Do I trade with other people to create sets? And it's just another layer of gamification to everything.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. And Lacy, what was like? Did you have a strategy going in, or were you just like, I want as many tokens as possible, or was like, I didn't participate in the first few tournaments, so I don't even actually know what those were. So I think maybe
I don't even remember what they were. But I was in from day one. I was excited. I'm always excited about tournaments because I don't have a straight racer. So the different makeup of the tournaments gives more of my horses a chance, and it's more fun. I know I probably still won't win, but it's entertainment. So I bought 2 tokens, and then I found out he was going to be burning tokens coming up. So I was like, I'm going to mint 2 more. Well, I'll be damned if I could not mint them because Polygon or whatever wasn't working. So I waited a couple hours. I minted 1. I said, okay, I'll mint another one. And that last one was the Rainbow Joker.
Crazy. Just crazy.
Yeah.
And I remember, what's funny is that I was minting at the exact same time as you. I wanted to go mint, and I think you minted right before I did, and you got the Rainbow Joker, and I was just like, well, why am I even minting now? But no, it is fun, right? Like it's cool when you mint a nice token, and then like you said, one thing I will say is that, like, you say that you don't have a chance to win, but I found that some of the formats of these tournaments does really give an opportunity to everyone, right? Because like, you don't have to have the best racer. And the best example of that, well, maybe not the best example of that, is I did come in second in the last tournament with a horse that had never won a race before. And I don't think has won a race since, maybe one. And it just, at that point, it was a good streak. It was like the races were running well. And yeah, there's like some of these formats are made so that, maybe if you don't have a monster horse, maybe if you don't have like a distance preference horse or something that works really well in the current meta, they still have rules in place that allow you to be competitive, like with the donkey tournament, with the glitch, with some of the other tournaments coming up. I think that's really cool to be able to keep it accessible for everyone and not just the people that either have bred some of the best racers or gone out and bought them. So I think that's a really cool aspect of the tournaments.
Right. And then I was going to go for the whole Buterin set, but then I got the Joker. So that was it.
Yeah. What's the point of that?
No need then, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, CJ, I knew you had mentioned talking a little bit about the tokens. Maybe it makes sense to talk about the next tournament or the next couple tournaments first, and then jump into that.
Sure.
So, I think pulling my screen back up, Joe talked a little bit about their website earlier. All of the information that we've kind of showed and we're going to be showing, or most of it is on their website, which is zombie.racing. If you go, there's some buttons at the top. If you just click on tournaments, it shows the schedule. And so I guess glitch isn't on here, right? This is just showing the tournaments that are running or have been run. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
But
the glitch isn't actually on there yet. No.
Okay.
Because as soon as the entry is released tomorrow, so as soon as that's up, the tournament will be on the site.
And that entry, that'll be through your Discord. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So yeah, the 90% of the information, like if you want to get involved in the Zombie Racing Club, then the Discord is definitely where you'll get all the information in the Discord. Twitter is harder to.
Joe, do you have a link to? Is it open to anyone to be invited, or do you have to personally invite them? Yeah, all right, so I'll just post a link to the invite in the chat if that's cool with you.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah. So basically, on Twitter, it's really hard to, because there's quite a lot of layers to obviously the Zombie Racing Club. So the Discord is the easiest way to convey it all. I know you talked about getting my screen up to show the Discord, but on there we've got channels for every single tournament. We've got a overview channel, a how to mint video guide, all that kind of stuff, and it's quite hard to have all that on Twitter at the same time. So,
right.
Well, you put out a massive amount of information in just one post. It would never fit in a Twitter thread.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, we also have a lot of other channels on there. We've got like a pets channel, share your socials, stables channel. Everyone put the stables in there. It's not just specific to the Zombie Racing Club. It's a ZED community that was there before Zombie Racing Club came along. So there's a lot of helpful people in there that are willing to chat about ZED all day long. So.
Yeah, and I've got the website pulled up. I think Award dropped the link in, and then CJ also dropped the link in.
Yeah, I put the contact us because it wouldn't let me generate an invite, but Award, I see put a link in there.
But if you look at the bottom right of the main page of the website, there's also an invitation button, and the first several sections of the Discord are fully devoted to the Zombie Racing Club Season 1 and the schedule and all the different tournaments.
12 tournaments.
Yes.
Tons of prizes.
Exactly.
It is all very exciting.
Yeah. So yeah, the sign up, LJ's asked in the chat there, when does the glitch sign up go live? And that will be live tomorrow, and the tournament starts on Wednesday. So yeah, I don't know if, do you want to play the trailer?
Yeah, let's play the glitch trailer. Let's do it. I'm excited because I feel like the glitch tournament it's like maybe more random than most of the other tournaments, right? Because the format is kind of made to be just random. Like you can't really I found that like in the other tournaments that you've run so far, there are ways to game them to an extent, right? Like not game them, but like give yourself a better chance of winning and putting in the proper horse and all that stuff. But like with the glitch, it's just gonna be chaos. I love it. It's a great idea.
Hey guys, so we'll show this trailer. We'll pop it up here in a second. It might be a little loud, so just be careful with your volume. But here we go. Let me go ahead and launch that.
Okay, I feel like that was a movie trailer. Like
I almost feel like I'm in a Halloween movie.
Yeah, seriously. That's really nice.
So just to clarify, I know at the end there it said the 4th through the 6th. You guys pushed that back a couple of days, is that right? So the sign up is actually Monday, Tuesday, and then the tournament itself is Wednesday through Friday. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
Okay.
And I have to say, like, the production value of the zombie racing tournaments is just top class. Like it is really nice. Like for especially like coming from the community, like you guys have done such a good job with that part of it, and that makes it more exciting, right? Like feeling more immersed and like having that high production value is like it gets you pumped up. Sorry, I just needed to throw that in.
No, yeah, and like when we do horse of the round videos each round as well. So the idea is like if you get your horse in the horse of the round video, then it's like, oh my god, my horse is there kind of thing. I think that's a big part for a lot of people. So we've really, pumped a lot into the video side.
People save that stuff, it's like that's their horse.
Yeah.
My horse was up there with CJ's and I'm like, hey, there's my horse.
Yeah. So yeah, just diving into the glitch a little bit more. So in terms of strategy, I think having a horse that's quite dynamic and can I think having a really good handle on how your horse runs will definitely give you a bigger boost. There's going to be negative points. So like we had in the donkey tournament recently, that really shifted the day-to-day leaderboard because like horses were winning races, like donkeys were winning races. It was pretty crazy, but they were getting -10 for that. And it's going to be the same for the glitch tournament. We're going to see hopefully a lot of interchanging leaderboards. So it should be really fun.
Yeah, I think the glitch sounds really cool. Like you said, it's one of those things where if you have a horse that you kind of really know their distance as well and really know like their general placement in each distance, you could probably do really well in this tournament. It's like you were saying about the donkey one. I remember going into the Discord and seeing on Twitter and people were complaining because they're like, my horse has never won a race and it chooses this day to win its first race and then lose. Like I was in the top 10 and now I'm in like the bottom 3. It's just, it's fun, right?
Yeah. And that's what we're trying to do. It's just, we get used to slagging Zed off like this is wrong, and we're just trying to inject a bit of fun back into the platform as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was the original, when we first started doing tournaments, it was all for fun basically. So if we can keep that going, then that's perfect.
So so the glitch sign up starts on Monday.
Yep.
Cool. And I know that you have a schedule up for the tournaments, but a lot of them have changed and a lot of them are still to be determined. And I think that that's great. Like it has to be something of a dynamic environment because you're also kind of constrained by what ZED is doing. So I know that ZED had all those problems with the when the back end wasn't syncing up properly, and all of those things affect you guys as well. So I know that there's a tournament coming up that a lot of people are excited about, and that's the one after the glitch, right? The Maiden, which is really cool. I was thinking we could, so I wanted to look at the reward system for the tokens, because one question that I've had a lot when I'm talking to other people about the tournaments and like getting them some interest is they, hey Jesse, the thing about the token is they're like, okay, well, what's the incentive for me to get the token? Because like if I get a token and then I run in a race, or if I run in a tournament and it doesn't work out, is this token just useless to me in the future after the first season and so on? But you have built-in rewards for the tokens. You have future season rewards for the tokens as well, right?
Yeah.
So I have to get the tab open. I'll just share my screen.
I've got it too, but
okay, yeah. If you want to switch to David's screen, he can pull up the reward system.
Koenigreich, appreciate the gift sub, man, and Zuck, really appreciate the 10 gift subs, man. You don't.
Oh wow, yeah, thanks, dude.
Really
that's awesome. Thank you so much.
So pulling up the rewards. So I think CJ, this is what you were talking about, right? So
yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
We'll come back to the glitch and we'll come back to some of the other tournaments and talk about kind of what the tokens mean, what they're used for this current season. But overall, you were talking about the different rewards for, outside of the tournament system. These are some of the different benefits of minting different sets or different types of tokens. So, Joe, do you want to talk through this a little bit?
Yeah, no problem. And just to answer a question from Shire Fox, that was one that I was asked a lot as well. Whether the token was like consumed with entry, but they're not. They last for the whole season. They get you access to all 12 tournaments. So yeah, it's not just you don't get consumed basically on entry.
The only mechanism is the lock itself, right? So certain tournaments you have to have certain tokens for certain horses, but otherwise, any tournament this season they'll work for that.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, going through these season rewards. So there's 4 different tiers basically. We've got the monthly mints, which are the extra NFTs that you can mint directly on the site. So yeah, the dates are, if you see a date, it's more than likely wrong, so apologies. But yeah, basically, if you own a token in general, then you get access to 1 mint. In order to get multiple mints, you will need to have sets of tokens. So whether that's a full Buterin set, which comprises of every single color group token, as you can see there, there's 7 at the top.
I have that.
Nice. So yeah, that will get you an extra 3 mints on top of your 1 mint for just having the token.
Okay, so that's actually something I was going to ask about. So, sorry to interrupt, but so having 1 token from season 1, will that get you 1 free mint next season, no matter what?
No, so we basically have the set rewards here, and then we also have just general rewards. And
okay.
So in terms of the set rewards, you can see at the bottom there, season 2 tokens, 4 for Buterin set, 5 for the Finny set, 6, 7, 8, and then always the 10 for Lacy's Joker token. But in terms of just owning tokens, if you own 2 tokens in your wallet, you will get 1 free season 2 token. So
that makes sense.
Like a 2-for-1 kind of thing. So if you do have 1 and you're unsure whether to get another, it will essentially pre-purchase your season 2 one, if that makes sense.
Right. And with the season 2 one, if you've bought, say if you have 2 tokens in your wallet and it goes to season 2, then it's like you're minting again, like you get a free mint. So it could be any of the tokens for season 2, right?
Exactly.
So that's kind of a cool value to have as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think well, yeah, exactly right.
Like you could end up being like Lacy and getting a rainbow Joker on your mint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. And then we've got the League Pass. So we're going to have in the season 2 setup, we're going to introduce leagues. So this is, to go with the growth of ZED as people grow their stables. Not you should, but you might be able to assign a horse to participate in like a month-long league. So you're not only it's like an extended tournament, and it will probably be for the higher end horses, rather than a lot of the tournaments we have are aimed at donkeys and aimed at horses that don't really see the light of day. These league passes are going to be for higher tier horses, basically. But yeah, it's going to be basically an extended tournament, essentially a league. So I think that's really exciting.
I'm going to go find a better horse.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you win your Rainbow Joker race, you can go out and buy one.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Painted ponies may have something to say about that.
Yeah.
And then we've got the multiplier, which is a percentage multiplier to winnings from tournaments. So in the last tournament, we had Dallas Diamond, shout out to them. They won a Elite Sabo, and they entered with a Joker token. So they got a 25% multiplier to their winnings, which came out as another $100 as a bonus just for having
that's sweet.
So those are, consistent throughout the whole series. And then we've got the season 2 tokens that we've already touched on for collecting sets. And then the big one is the Rainbow Joker. We've got the Rainbow Joker race, and for every Rainbow Joker that's minted, $10,000 is added to the prize pool. So we've currently got 2 Rainbow Jokers minted, Lacy and Painted Ponies. So they're going head to head for $20,000.
That's crazy. That's
so far. We need more people to mint.
Cool. Yeah, and
there's 8 more out there. Or they could get burned.
Or they could get burned, yeah.
Well, and that's the biggest thing too, is you want to get as many of these minted as possible, because you've already said all the tournaments are going to run regardless.
Yeah.
And they all have really nice prize pools just by existing, but the prizes get bumped for having more mints. And then on top of that, if people mint more of these, you get this chance at realistically a really high percentage chance at winning, you know, like you said, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. That's massive. That's huge.
Yeah. But then there's the other side of it is if you feel like you haven't got a good horse or and then you see like a big stable think, oh, I want to be a part of that, then they can buy your token off you and you've instantly got the secondary market is going, it's nuts really compared to what we thought it would be. To reach over 20 Ethereum in volume already is on 1,800 tokens, I think is
well, it's
crazy.
nice too because people are making their sets that way.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I know I think I got 5 of my 7 secondary or through trades. Nice. Because I was trying to make the Buterin set because most of my horses are Buterins, so it made sense for me. And then David and I also went in together and got 2 Rainbow Finnies for our shared stable. So yeah, I mean, like it's like you said, it adds a second layer of gamification. You know that you can get these extra rewards by having these sets, so you want to collect them, and I think it's that just adds another layer of fun to it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
To talk a little bit more about, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves because we're obviously focused on season 1 and some of these tournaments coming up. But season 2, do you see kind of similar things? I mean, you've talked a little bit about leagues. Do you see kind of a similar setup, similar schedule of races with some changes, or what are you guys thinking there?
In terms of season 2, what I really want to do is pick out the best tournaments from season 1 and do like a version 2. I think that would be really cool, and then introduce more ideas. So whenever I'm live on the Zombie Racing channel talking through the past days of racing, loads of people are suggesting ideas for tournaments that are amazing. So I would love to have community voted tournaments included in season 2. I think that would be just, it'd be awesome. Amazing. And then, but then what we also are going to see is new features come to ZED. And as soon as a new feature comes to ZED, we build it into the site and we can create entire tournaments based around them. So when we get custom races, whenever that day comes, that's when we can start head-to-head brackets, everything. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, that's the plan. Is we grow with ZED, and yeah, hopefully everyone's enjoying that.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes you grow faster than ZED, which is just fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, that'll be interesting to see. I mean, I don't want to touch too much on NASCAR right now, but I know they've come out with the NASCAR Pass. They're obviously kind of building out their partnerships there. ZED's talked a little bit about potentially running their own tournaments. So, but I think part of the reason we're having the stream tonight is to kind of talk a lot more about the biggest tournament series out there right now and raise awareness for something that's really kind of supporting racing right now. And so in our minds, this would work hand in hand with the other tournaments that people are running, the other tournaments that other creators are running, content creators, and as well as other tournaments that ZED is running. I mean, we can, once we have horses that fit some of these molds, we can enter our horses into various tournaments, and it's all kind of supporting the racing environment. And then to your point, the custom races would add a whole nother element to that. I mean, that'll be great when that comes around as well. So
yeah. And I think, sorry, go ahead, Joe.
No, I was just going to say, with a lot of so for instance, like all the pony plug tournaments are on the site as well. We've got ZED Chateau doing a tournament on there currently, the Chateau Jockey Club, and we see it as community tournaments because we are going to get ZED tournaments. They obviously have huge budgets because and we are going to get those. And I know we had the Atari tournament teased back in like January or something nuts, but there is a craving out there for tournaments, and if there's enough people wanting them, then that's why we're seeing all these communities putting them on. So
right.
We're just happy to be able to bring that to the community.
And I think even when ZED is running their tournaments and all those other things, there's a huge space for this type of thing, because I do feel like there's still an element of community engagement that ZED won't have, where not that they don't ever listen to the community, but I think that they have their ideas for their tournaments, and there'll probably be some sort of sponsorship involved, and they'll have sort of rules that they institute that we don't really have a lot of say on. Whereas I think that you guys intentionally communicate and try to engage with the community and make it as fun as possible for everybody that is involved, right?
Yeah, that's.
So I think that's a big bonus for you guys.
Yeah, I see us as essentially the guinea pigs for ZED. I wouldn't be surprised if they're looking and what works and what doesn't work and what the community like, and won't be surprised if we see some sort of crossover.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you guys have done such a fantastic job already, and I mean, you're hosting for other people as well, so I think that's great. I don't want to break up the flow too much, but maybe do you guys want to do a giveaway now, and then do the Twitter one at the end? Give people kind of a time or a chance to get into or do those retweets and whatever else they have to do. But because we had 2 horses to give away, right?
Yeah, 2. Yeah.
Okay. How do you? So I haven't run any of these before, so I think David said that he knows how to set it up.
Yep.
Yeah, Joe, do we want to give away? Was it it was the Sir Aqua, or was it the Caribbean Green exclusive Buterin? Which?
Yeah, so we've got that horse to give away, which is the Twitter horse, and then we've also got another one. I'm going to try and go up now.
Cool.
But yeah, how are you running the Twitch giveaway? Is it just,
I think we can do it through StreamYard. So we'll just pick a command and open that up. But do you want to private chat me the link to the horse, or or shoot me the link on Discord?
There you go.
Just seeing a couple of these questions in chat and people talking about the maiden. As I know, I brought that up a little bit earlier, and it's getting a bit ahead of myself. But I don't know, Lacy, you excited for the maiden tournament?
Yeah, I mean, it puts people that don't have really good horses on a completely even playing field. You could breed a donkey or breed the next U-shaped monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Do you have horses set aside for that?
I ran them already. I got to breed some more.
I'm in the same boat. I had 6 unraced horses sitting in my account, and I'm thinking, like, I don't think I've had an unraced horse for more than an hour in my entire life. Well, entire life since I started playing ZED, and I just kept looking at them, and I even put them in another stable so I didn't have to look at them. And then I just got bored, and I was like, I gotta run them.
No, everybody I had saved for that, I ran. I have 5 I gotta go breed some special ones. Mm-hmm. So
the fun part about I'm actually going to enter the maiden.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say I've been trying to organise something between the content creators as well. So we're going to have a tournament on top of the tournament between the content creators as well. Did
you want to talk about that today, or is that something you're still fleshing out a little bit more?
Still fleshing out. So
okay.
I've still got people to invite. So if you think why have I not been?
Yeah.
And we've also got the Breeders' Cup coming up.
Exactly.
November and December, which will be really focused on breeding horses. I know Golden Glow tweeted that out, and some of us retweeted that. So definitely, we're not going to go into detail on that today, but that's another example of a tournament that Golden Glow has done a lot of work on, and some of the other content creators have as well. And so you guys will start to see more details come out about that for sure.
Yeah, you just got to make sure you hold on to the mom, because if you breed it, you have to have the mother too.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So don't go selling her because then the baby doesn't count.
So are we ready for this giveaway?
Yeah. So the first one here that we'll go ahead and do. So we've got this Z25 exclusive Philly Buterin out of a Z11 and a Z14. Out of the Zombie Racing stable. So Joe, appreciate you contributing this one. And what we'll do is we will use exclamation point ZED giveaway. So go ahead and put that in chat. And we will I don't have a timer on this, but let's do 3 minutes. For those of you who are here, go ahead and enter, and we'll draw a winner.
It's not live yet, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay, cool.
And then Joe, you mentioned the Twitter giveaway. You posted another giveaway, a retweet and comment giveaway on Twitter earlier.
Yes.
Do you want to mention that people are entering this one?
Yeah, I might put it in at the end of this giveaway because quite quickly.
Yeah. Chat's getting spammed.
I'll drop the link there in chat as well. So. Yeah.
So before this popped off, somebody was asking when the maiden is going to be because they have breeds coming up.
Please push it back. Please push it back. I just raced all my unraced horses.
It is going to be pushed back. So we've got the glitch next Wednesday to Friday, and we're looking like we're taking a week off to get some hopefully extra stuff in place. I can't say too much on that, but
okay.
But it will be worth the wait. 100%.
Cool.
If we get.
I've heard that from Zed before. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what every time I put anything, I feel like Zed it's coming soon.
Soon.
Yeah, but your soon is sooner than Zed soon.
Yeah.
And so the difference between I wanted to call out the difference between the maiden and the glitch. So the glitch is the next tournament. Yes. That one is both color and breed locked, right? So the token that you have has to basically perfectly match the horse that you're entering. Whereas a lot of tournaments are only color locked or only breed locked. And so as long as you have the right color, you can enter any breed, or as long as you have the right breed, you can enter any color, right? Yeah. The maiden is not locked at all, right? So as long as you have a token, you can enter a horse, right? It's one.
And you can.
It's not breed locked.
No.
Bloodline.
So you can enter as many horses as you have tokens.
Right.
Yes.
All right, I'm just gonna go buy a bunch of tokens. No,
and there is a color chart
horses anyway.
On the Zombies race site. If you don't know if your color of your horse fits a certain, color scheme, the color chart's there. Like I don't remember what's the wild and what's earth sometimes.
Yeah, so. I didn't even know there were 7 color groups when I started getting the Buterin tokens. So
you had to keep buying them and trading them.
Yeah, I was like,
I've got 5 colors.
I've got 6. There's only 6 groups, right? And then I remembered Earth, which is obviously the worst color group, but.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we've got 30 seconds left here, and then we'll.
There's only Neptune.
Yeah. Ice is probably the best breeder I know.
Best or luckiest?
Yeah.
Or both?
Isn't that the same thing? Yeah. Yeah, best.
So how many ponies is he going to enter for the maiden?
Yeah, I don't know. He breeds like every day now, so.
All right, so here we go.
All right, let's see it.
62 entries.
62.
62 unique entries. It's pretty
I
good.
forgot to enter.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and hit draw.
Whoa, that's cool.
Oh,
I like it. Yeah, I like that too. Slow down. Slow down.
Wow.
Oh, no, Dark Side. Congratulations, man.
Oh, that's good. He's had some luck lately.
Yes.
So Awesome. Congrats, Darthside.
Yeah, congrats, bro.
Yeah.
Reach out to me on Discord, yeah.
Yeah, reach out to Joe. And if you don't have his Discord, shoot me a message and I'll hook you up with him. I mean, he's pretty easy to find.
We've talked before, so it'd be easy.
Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. No, congratulations, Darthside. It's always nice feeling to win a horse. Thankfully, this is an adult stream, so.
I've also in our chat on Discord, I've dropped in a token graphic if you want to bring that up. So we're talking about which tokens work for which horses, and this is essentially how Zombie Boy would work with the token system for the glitch.
Okay.
Where did you do that, or are you going to pull up your screen?
I've just sent it to you on Discord.
He sent it to you on the Discord, yeah, the group chat we got. And the other thing too is I think maybe afterwards we can pull up maybe one of the live tokens. Maybe we can pull up Lacy's token, get her to show off her token, because honestly, they look pretty cool. Like, I mean, I know that like people just buy NFTs because they think they're cool. I mean, these are standalone tokens are actually like they're pretty cool, and then that all goes into the production value that you guys have put into your site and your tournaments. But I think that they look cool just on their own. I think I'd probably pick one up anyway.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy with how they came out. They look.
Listen, I didn't even know what I minted. I messaged Joe or something. I'm like, I minted this. I don't know what this means. Does this mean I can race any horse? Yeah.
When you minted the Rainbow Joker?
Yeah, I thought it just meant I could enter a Buterin or a Knock. I was like, oh, good, I don't have to try and find a Nakamoto token now. No, it was much more than that.
Yeah.
So yeah, for Zombie Boy, he is a fiery Buterin. So for the glitch, you would be able to use either a Buterin fiery token, a Joker fiery, so the Joker basically means you can use any bloodline, Buterin, Sabo, and then Buterin Rainbow, so obviously because he's a Buterin, and then the Rainbow is any color group, and then obviously Lacy's token, the Joker Rainbow, you could use as well. So yeah, that's just a nice explanation of how the tokens work for horses.
So I don't know if we've mentioned, so it's 0.04 WETH to mint.
It's our ZED width, yeah.
Yeah, level 2 or layer 2, same as ZED, and so you just connect your wallet to your guys' website, right?
Yeah, we've done a nice little update on the mint site. You might not have seen it, but it's mint.zombie.racing, and yeah, if you click mint tokens, that should take you. So yeah, obviously, if you were connected to the site, it's made the page a lot heavier with the update. That's why it takes a little longer to load. But on there, we've now got an example of the tokens.
Oh,
cool. Cool. Yeah, that's neat.
If you scroll down a little bit more, we've got a short FAQ, the tokens, and then we've got the first mint suite token holder mint that is going to be coming, which is the zombie racing cards.
That's cool.
Yeah, so this is like, I didn't even know about the cards when I first signed up. I'm like, man, this is gonna be cool. Like, I'll get to race and have fun, and the tokens are sweet. Plus, there's some rewards. But these cards are like another bonus and benefit to minting a token, right? Exactly.
Yeah, we tried to provide as much utility as well, because we were aware that as the tournaments go on, your token essentially loses value because you've got less entries. But what we've tried to do is build in a lot of extra utility, and that comes in the mint suite, the season 2 tokens, the percentage increases on all the extra rewards we were talking about before, basically. But yeah, so these cards, you will need to log into the mint suite, and you will only be able to mint a horse that you own in your stable, and it will.
Damn it! I want a Ducky Malin.
But I think that's a cool option to have, right? It's like, I mean, obviously everyone likes the big name horses like a Ducky Malin or like a Breathless Edge or a Zombie Boy, but being able to have a card like this that's like high quality and something you can keep forever for maybe a horse that you have, like for me, I think the first one that I'll do is a horse that isn't even a racer. It's just, just the first drop horse that I got, and the one that I've kept this whole time. And she's, bred a bunch of horses for me, and she's just really cool. Just to have that as a token is really neat. And I think it's fun. Yeah, exactly. And I think that'll be something that everyone can kind of enjoy, right? Like having that nostalgic factor. Like everybody becomes attached to, different horses. So
I think everyone has a horse in their stable that will just never sell. It's like their forever horse, basically, for nostalgia reasons, like yourself. So, these are firstly just like for your horses, but also, with season 2, we've put a little hint there that we'll have tournaments specifically for the horses that you mint a card for as well. So,
cool.
That's the thing. Season 2 is going to be how long?
We're going to look at another season, the same length, 12 tournaments.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I think there was a question: is it one of these per token that you own?
Yeah. So if your stable has a token in there, you will be able to get 1 mint. But then, in terms of getting extra mints, it'll be based on
those sets that we talked through earlier, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
And is this date the new updated date, or it'll get pushed again? Okay. All right.
Ignore
just
the dates.
wanted to make sure that we.
No, I know.
So I know the goal was early to mid October, and just with everything else going on, you guys push that back. But you'll announce that on your Discord or update the site again once you kind of pick another date. Is that?
Yeah. And they're not ZED soon, like we said before. They are.
Right.
They're a lot closer to the actual
date. Sooner than ZED soon. Yeah. Let's see. And then flipping back to this, I think there was another question about how many mints per month. And so, you can see here the monthly mints that we were talking about for the sets. And again, that's, each bloodline has a set of 7, or if you have the rainbows, then they're 3 for the Buter and 2 for the Finny, and 1 of each, or 1 of each for the Zabo and the Nakamoto. I think there was a question earlier about are these tokens different at all? And I'm pretty sure the answer is no. But each of the rainbows is identical, right?
They're very pretty.
Yeah. So they are identical. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on just 1 second.
I had pulled up OpenSea before. It's just Zombie Racing Club is your guys' setup, right?
I'm gonna drop the official collection right now. So this is the official collection. If you want to go to a link to check out what the tokens look like, you can filter on the side by color, bloodline, all that stuff. I just wanted to pull up a Rainbow Joker. So is this one Lacy's? Yeah, so this one's Lacy's. I'm just gonna. Here, actually, what I'll do is I'll just send you the link.
Okay.
I just put it in the group, so you can pull that up. I just think it's cool. Like it's a nice token. But hold up. So were the tokens animated before? Am I missing?
They like spin a little, right, or something?
Yeah, I thought they were animated before, but now they're not doing that for me, or maybe it's just my computer.
They should be animated.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not doing that right now.
That's really weird. Yeah.
Slight technical difficulty. I'm sure that.
Oh, Darth said to click it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I did click on it.
Oh.
Yeah. That's really odd. It could be an OpenSea thing.
Probably.
Yeah. OpenSea has never had issues that I'm aware of, so it's probably not.
Yeah. Never.
But normally they're Normally they're animated.
Yeah, they are. And yeah, there was a question in the chat about how many months of minting do we have, and that brings us to the burn date.
Oh yes, the burn date. So this is part of the reason we wanted to do something like this, was just to kind of get more exposure to the tournaments, the tokens, and the fact that, you know, they are going to be going away. So like that's going to be one, leaving money on the table for some people, right? Like you could again mint something like what Lacy has and be involved in a race where you could win a huge amount of money, but it also is you know, the prize pools for all the other tournaments get bigger the more tokens that get minted. So sorry, Joe, can you want to continue with what you were saying about the burning?
Yeah, so the burning is essentially the mint just stops. Every token that is unminted is just lives on the blockchain as no one owns it. And yeah, we've got the burn date it's another date that I'm very sorry we don't have, but it is guaranteed between tournament 4 and tournament 5. So leading up to the maiden, if you want to get involved in the maiden, it's your last chance basically. Before
so sometime next week, likely. Not so the glitch tournament 4, which is the glitch, will end on what is it, the 9th or the 8th, and Friday, then. The maiden tournament, the sign up will be that following weekend. So sometime between next Friday and the sign up for the maiden is when you guys will officially burn the rest of the tokens. Yeah.
Which will increase the value of the tokens that are on sale in OpenSea. Because if you can't mint anymore, you're gonna have to go pay a premium probably.
So
try and pry that rainbow joker from Lacy's hands.
It's not happening.
So the floor on tokens right now is floated around the 0.03 mark. Pretty
now.
Much. Now, yeah. But as soon as there's no tokens left to mint, you've not got that option of rolling the dice essentially on a rainbow joker or a high value token. Then I would be surprised if that floor stays as 0.03.
And all of that to say is that, like, at the end of the day, we're not saying you have to go and mint tokens. We're not providing any kind of financial advice, but it is fun to participate in the tournaments. And the more tokens out there, the more people can participate, the bigger the prize pools. Everything kind of gets better the more tokens that are minted. And realistically speaking, yes, you could go and buy one for slightly cheaper on the secondary market, but it's sometimes it's fun to roll the dice and get one of those really good or really cool tokens.
Yeah, and it's not financial advice.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you buy a lottery ticket horse, why not buy a lottery ticket token?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not telling you to go out and buy this, but go out and buy this.
Be a total degen,
Yeah, and I think if you are minting tokens, that's it does support us more in putting on the big prize pool tournaments, basically.
Well, production, I'm sure that's not cheap. I've owned small businesses. None of that crap is cheap that you have to outsource. I'm sorry.
No, it's
yeah. And Joe, you said for the first 2 tokens that you own, that gives you 1 token for next season as well, right? That it's not every 2 tokens, but it's the first 2.
No, it's the first 2.
And then the sets give you the incremental if you end up going for the sets. So
exactly,
yeah. And again, we've seen that the bonuses for the sets, they're pretty cool. And it was okay, sorry, I'm just.
And then Darkside had a question about the cards. I know that's still in process for you guys, but what's your plan for kind of the monthly minting? How many months? We've got probably 2 more months left in this season.
Yeah, so we've got 3 mints, 3 separate NFTs that will be available. The first one is the cards, and then the other 2 are yet to be announced, but they will require you to have sets as well. So.
And will it be like season locked, or will you have some set amount of time that you have to mint, or what's the thought there for the
what we're doing with the cards and what we will do with the other NFTs is have a period of time where only token holders and the free mints that you've accumulated through your sets or your tokens, that will all be done, and then it will be open as a purchasable mint. So that price is to be announced on that, but it will be open then for people to essentially pay for the NFTs as standalone costs, basically. But by owning sets, you get free mints.
Okay, so anybody will be able to mint a card for whatever horse. It's just that owning the token is almost like double dipping and kind of getting a 2-for-1, right?
Yeah, it's just building extra value into having tokens rather than the usual.
And again, something that is going to go away very shortly, right? So, there's just a lot of utility for these tokens.
That's what we've aimed for, because I've basically, the whole project is what I would like to see from a tournament series, if that makes sense. I've not, cut corners or anything. I've tried to provide as much utility as physically possible with the tokens. So, yeah, it's basically what I would want to see from a project. So,
yeah, you didn't short us on utility, that's for sure. Yeah. That's awesome.
Okay, so how did you guys want to go about doing this Twitter giveaway? Or was there anything else about the tournaments that you wanted to touch on before we got to the Twitter giveaway? Do you feel like we covered like everything that you wanted to, or does anybody have any specific questions about the tournaments and how they're run, or how the tokens work, or anything like that while we have Joe on here?
Yeah, I've just dropped the Twitter link in the chat as well, so if you want to quickly retweet that and do the entry requirements, then you'll be entered for the other giveaway.
Yeah, and one of the things is that we kind of stipulated you have to be in the stream right now when we run the giveaway. So if we run it and you don't claim it and you don't send like a Twitter message to Joe like that this is you, we're going to run it again. We're going to keep doing that until we find someone that's here. So yeah. Yes, Joe's birthday was yesterday. Friday.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Thank you.
He's still in recovery, apparently.
Yeah, I'm having a hair of the dog recovery.
There we go. So I mean, I think we've talked about the upcoming tournaments. We've talked a little bit about the maiden.
Do you want me to?
No. We've talked. There's 12 tournaments this season, where eight have unlocked the higher prize pools.
Yes.
Is it the 9th or the 10th that's the ape tournament?
The 9th is the ape tournament.
Okay, so there is a tournament with a couple apes as the top prizes, right? Is that, or do you want to talk about that?
My mic was muted. Sorry, I was singing happy birthday.
No comment.
Yeah, the ape tournament is going to be based on a community goal. So with the last 200 tokens that were minted, every single penny of that went into the prize pools, basically, for the two $10,000. The future tournament unlocks will be based on community goals, basically. Before we hit that burn date, we've got the $2,000 minimums for every single tournament, and like speaking truthfully, 10,000 tokens was far too many. I think that's common knowledge.
It's all good. Live and learn.
But I mean, if you think about it, like a lot of people have more than one horse, and
there's over 100,000 horses.
Quite a few horses, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, as soon as we hit the burn date, then that is essentially what the season 2 token parameters will look like. It's impossible to gauge this kind of thing. So we went bigger rather than smaller, and so we've got the future tournaments, which are the we've got the Last Ape Standing, we've got the it's gonna absolutely kill me this. We've got the Winners' Cup, we've got the Colour Clash. Oh, the Colour Clash, yeah. So that is essentially going to be each colour group versus each other, and then the winning colour group will then win the prize pool.
Let's go Earth.
Team Blue. Team Fiery. Let's go.
And I think what we are going to find is season 1 we'll figure out what everyone is enjoying, and then we build that into season 2, and we what's that?
Civil War. He's just talking about all the different color choices. But I think more to your point about having way too many tokens, it's better for you guys to have enough available for everyone that wants to participate, and then burn the rest, than to not have enough available and have people having to pay absurd amounts on secondary, or just not. Yeah, exactly. Like, because then that encourages people to just hoard and then resell, or then people just don't get to participate. So I think it's like you said, you're taking this first season as a learning experience and trying to tailor it to the community, which is a great way to go, I think.
Thank you. Yeah, that is the strategy, basically.
Yeah, and people wouldn't have been happy if you hadn't made enough. So
Yeah, very true.
Okay, so are we good for that? Doesn't seem like there's any other questions. Did you want to get to the Twitter giveaway? Yeah, and I don't know how you guys are doing that. Like, how are you pulling everybody in, or?
Do you want to? I'll share my screen now.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. And while you're setting all that up, Lacy, do you have anything on the horizon for Glue Racing or streaming, or any new features for the site?
No, I'm
new blogs coming out.
Streaming. I'm working on getting my stream set up. So obviously with my mic and my
nice professional looking setup.
And as far as my blog, I'm going to move away from what I was doing as far as statistical stuff, because odds are gone. And I'm not a huge believer in flames right now. If your horse wins and doesn't get a flame, what does that mean? So, but I'll probably do more interviews and stuff like that.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's what I was just going to ask. What were you planning on doing for your stream in terms of, like, what were you gearing it towards?
More content, interviews with stables, getting to know people, their strategies. Everybody's got a strategy, right?
Yeah, the secret sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, that's cool.
I mean, like icicles, only blue horses.
Yeah, I mean, his strategy is pretty simple. Not calling him simple, but just his strategy is very simple.
Fire is a lie. Yes, thank you.
All right, Joe, do you want me to go and pull up your screen?
These views are not representative of the XYZ brand. No, I'm just kidding.
So we've got a 1 winner and 3 substitutes. So that should be enough, shouldn't it? Surely,
yeah, I think so.
In the chat.
You've got to be here. All right, are we ready for this? This is all the people that tweeted and retweeted and did all that Twittering stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I might have to go back and check you've tagged your mates, but we'll get the first draw done now.
All right, let's do it. Who do we got here? Rorka.
Is Rorka here?
Rorka, are you here?
I've seen him in the chat. There we go. There's his 2 tags as well.
Hey! Congratulations, Rorka.
Reach out to me on Discord and I'll hook you up with the horse.
We'll do a couple minutes to claim there.
Yeah, no, Rorka's in chat.
Oh, there he is. Rorka, there he is. Yep.
That's awesome. I don't know if anybody had anything else to say to wrap up, or if there was anything anyone wanted to share. We're really happy to have you guys both on.
Thank you for having us.
No, I think it was a lot of fun. I think, both of you provide a lot to the community, and I know that Lacy has been a huge supporter of the zombie tournaments from the beginning. And I actually think that she's a big part
even when other people weren't.
Yeah, David.
Yeah, it was all me.
No, I mean, I did admit that before. I was saying, I was very apprehensive about the tournament system from beforehand because I think that a lot of us didn't really understand fully, or I'm not going to say there was communication issues on your part. I'm just saying that some of us didn't maybe understand how everything was working, so we're a little bit more apprehensive.
Cautious.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think once we settle down and I think this is kind of a good way to be open-minded about things, right? Like maybe you don't understand it at first, but this is a lot of fun. They're working really hard for the community. And yeah, exactly. We're focusing on the wrong things. Like, what Joe and his team are doing is trying to promote something for the community that brings a lot more of the fun back into the game, which I think has been lacking recently. And then Lacy is just, always that voice of positivity. And I think she could be a big reason as to why a lot of people did stick around and kind of like learn more about the tournament. So I think that she deserves big props for that. She was always very supportive and always in a respectful way. So I think that's something to be happy about and to be proud of.
Well, Lacy was in the Discord back when we were doing the test tournament.
The test tournament, yeah.
Yeah. So Lacy's been a long time supporter, so really appreciate that.
How long did it take you to plan this 12-week tournament? Sorry.
Oh, that's a good question.
So, a long time. It was about 2 months of getting everything lined up for. We're doing stuff as it goes as well, but in terms of getting it ready for that first start date, 2 months of very long days.
No, that's
sure.
Well, I mean, even now, what time is it over there right now? It's got to be past midnight.
Yeah, it's
like 1:30. Yeah.
Long days, but we appreciate everything. And I think Golden Glow Master just mentioned that he is going to be going live with BG at 9:00. So everybody tune into that because they're great with their interviews. And Lacy's been on the show, we've been on the show. Maybe Joe will be on in the future. I don't know, or maybe he's already been on. There's so many.
I've not been on yet, but I would love to.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad. I for a second there, I thought maybe you were saying yes, you had already been on, making me look bad. But So
no,
if there's nothing else,
I thought it was funny. We were talking a little bit about the tournaments earlier. I mean, that part of the reason we wanted to do the stream was just to kind of raise awareness. I mean, there have been a couple of comments that people are still kind of learning about it, and that was really before the upcoming burn date. We wanted to make sure that people kind of had a little bit more information on what was going on. Again, with racing where it is, even if we get a positive stamina update tomorrow, tomorrow or the next day or sometime this week, there's still a gap in what racing was 6 weeks ago and what it is now. And so just thought this was a good way of bringing some excitement back to racing. And I thought it was funny because I got pretty jammed up with work, and we had like one stream over the course of 2 or 3 weeks in early September.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking a lot about this tournament series in Discord, and everybody was like, I don't know, this still need to look at it. And then I kind of come back after working for a little while and come back like a week later, and it was like, oh yeah, I minted this and I minted that. I'm like, what did I miss? So this was partly for my education too, kind of getting up to speed on what's going on, and hopefully we gave everybody some information that you guys needed, and we will have this VOD up. And I've talked the last couple weeks about our YouTube. We're working on a little bit of slight rebranding, but as we do that, we'll the logo won't change. We're not changing, but just need to change up a couple of things, and we'll get a bunch of stuff uploaded to that YouTube channel and get everybody that content available there. So Joe, Lacy, really appreciate you guys joining us. And chat, really appreciate you guys jumping on this evening and participating and asking some good questions. Jump in that zombie Discord and check out all the great information there. Check out his website and the tournament information, and take a look at the tokens and do a little bit of research and make your own decision on if it makes sense for you. But hopefully we gave you some good information and that you can do what you want with. So, but again, as always, CJ and I are open for questions, and feel free to reach out on Discord. And the Discord is open on the link below. So feel free to hop in and ask us anything. And, we're all in this together to help grow the community and keep on racing and keep on having fun with these horses. So,
we'll be back this week with a stream. Got getting a little ahead of myself, so I've done that before. I'm not going to say what we're talking about, but it'll be a fun.
We're talking about speed
stream. We will be talking about speed most likely, and we will also be announcing potential collaboration and giveaway. So and it'll be a pretty big one. So I think that if you have a chance this week, come out. But yeah, again, thank you so much, Lacy. Thank you so much, Joe. This was a lot of fun. A little bit lighter than our usual content. And again, like David said, we're not telling you any financial advice, but go out and buy some tokens. And no, we just wanted to give everybody the opportunity if we could. So yeah. All right. Well, we going off? Let's do it.
Thanks.
Right.
Have a great night, everybody. Or a great day.
Thanks, everybody.